The color tools inside the Instagram Edits app are some of the most powerful and overlooked tools that the app has to offer. And we're going to have a look at presets, we're going to look at color grading, and we're going to look at saving those filters and being able to apply them in future projects. Okay, but before we do that, we're going to do it all in 10 minutes and we're going to start the timer. So let's go and let's go. Phones at the ready, off we go. First of all, do the same, open the Instagram Edits app. If you don't know what this series is about, it's all about Instagram Edits. I deep dive into various different features and attributes of the app that I think will help people be more creative. So make sure you're subscribed to see more. And if you're frequent here, then please make sure you leave comments and let me know what you enjoyed and any feedback that you've got or anything you want to see me create. So first of all, I'm going to go back to an old project, which we created in episode 7. And this is the footage that I'm going to use and I'm going to edit. So the first thing we're going to approach is filters, which most people know how to use filters and have used it in various other things, stories, other apps, other different types of video apps. But I'm just going to show you two major things. One is that when you go to your filters, obviously you get loads and loads to pick from, and they often change a filter depending on the theme. So this one is from Euphoria, which I think a new season of it came out. So to advertise that and promote that, they've given made a filter for it. So we'll pick that for this occasion. And what you also want to do is, if you tap it again, you also get an intensity scroll. What are they called? Slider. That's the word I was looking for. And if you want it to turn it up, obviously, then that applies more of the filter, or turn it down, it's less, and you want to get the balance where you feel like you want it. So I'm going to do it around 60% for this purpose. Then you're going to tick the box, and then if you go back into your filters, and you then can see here at this top, you can actually apply it to all of the clips. So all of the clips will look the same and have the filter straight away. You don't have to go into each one individually and apply the filter, which is obviously really helpful and really time saving when you're trying to get a certain look and put it across all of the footage you've done. So I'll apply that to everything, and now you'll see it all kind of looks the same. And then if I went to this one, for example, which is the one straight after, and went to filters and then took it off, you'll see the difference in, I think I put apply all, but I'll just add the effect to this one, the filter to this one, Euphoria. I won't apply to all, just to this one, and I'll turn it up to like 70 just so we can see the difference. So that's that color difference with the filter on, and then it jumps to that. And if we want it all the same, we make sure we press apply to all. But now we're going to move on to other settings that you've got, which people don't tend to dive into enough. So I'm going to remove the filter first of all. Apply remove to all, just in case. I'm going to pause that because we don't need it. Right. So then I'm going to go to adjust. Now, adjust has lots and lots of options, and they've recently added more. So make sure you have a look through all of these tabs at the top. You've got adjust, you've got white balance, you've got hue, saturation, and luminance, you've got style, you've got wheels, and you've got curves, okay? And again, we can apply to all, but we've also got a save adjustment, which we'll come back to. So first of all, we're gonna adjust. We're just gonna do some, and again, keep focused on the top of that screen. We're gonna turn up the exposure a bit. We're gonna turn up the contrast a bit. Let's turn it up a bit more. We're gonna add some more shadows. Oh, my app's a bit all over the place because I'm going to add some more of that shadow. There we go. And lights a bit there. So we're getting our look right, okay? And play around with this as much as you want. And if you've ever got a problem, you just hit the reset button and it takes it all back to square one again, and you can start again. So we'll do a bit more again. We'll add some more exposure. We'll add some more contrast. We'll add some shadow, bit of brightness, and then some of that, just to make it stand out and pop out a little bit. Then we go to white balance. Now this is where you might want to change the tint and the color slightly, or and the temperature a little bit warm, a little bit colder. We'll try and get a little bit warmer, shall we? There we go, a little bit warmer in our style. Then you've got hue, saturation. So if I do saturation, we take out all the color, and obviously we get really like bold with kind of like a really brightness of all the colors that comes out if you turn up your saturation. You can then obviously adjust certain parts of the color as well. So if you want to focus on your blues, if you want to focus on your yellows, you can kind of make adjustments as we go. I'm going to turn up luminance a bit. I'm going to reset all of that. Then we're going to go to style. Now we've got some sharpen here, we've got some noise reduction here, we've got some fade, so I can add the fade in if I want it to look a little bit faded out. We've got the vignette, so you can add the kind of dark shadow around the edges, which is sometimes people like to do to create that focus, and we can add some grain, okay? Then we've got the wheels. Now you've got an overall wheel, so I can change everything blue, I can turn everything orange, yellow, I can turn everything green and purple, but we'll put that kind of back to the beginning there. You've also got shadows. So if I wanted to make the shadows blue, or let's go orangey, warmer, and then I wanted to make the highlights, so all the bits in white a bit more blue, that's kind of how we can play around with different kind of features of color and bring those out. And then again, you can boost your reds up here, and you can take down your blues in the shadows or in the or you can do an overall curve as well. Play around with this because you can then find your own tone, your own color, your own. But again, the brilliant bit of this is you can apply it to all, but this is the one that you want. So once you've found a setting, let me play around with this really in real time. Let me go back and do some of this. So I want to put some of those up, those down, maybe. There we go, that's quite nice, I quite like that. I want to bring the blues out a bit, bit more, maybe a bit too much there. Maybe there, that'll do, and then maybe on the, and again, you've got the shadows, the midtones, and so if I drag this all the way up, you'll see where that's doing to the shadows, the overall shadows, that is, and this is the overall highlights over here. So anything that's white, I'm bringing either to really dark or really light. And we'll go there. It's quite a nice look-ish. Let's have a look at the wheels, see if I want to do anything more with the wheel. And again, I'm just playing around and seeing what I want to do. There you go. I like things a little bit colder sometimes, for me, personally. And I think that'll be it. Maybe a little more of a boost on the... No. Fine. So I like all that. Now, first of all, I'm going to apply to all. So I'm going to make sure all of my footage has it. And then I'm going to press save. Save adjustments. As you can see, I've got another one there. So when I've saved adjustments, now, actually, I'm going to not apply to all. I'm going to undo. There we go. So it's on that one. It's on the first bit of footage, and it's not on this one. But because I've saved it, if I go back into here and go to adjustments, back into saved adjustments, and just go adjustments to, now we've got the same look across both of those. And what's really great about that is if you save your adjustment, it will stay on there, which means you can apply the same look and feel to all of your footage going forward. So it all has kind of the same color grading, the same look, you know, on your type of brand and what you're trying to achieve. So, but what I really want you to push for is spend some time playing around with it. Find out what your look is. Have a look around at other people's videos, what you like the look of, and then try and like match that look if you want to, if that's what you want to go for, and then you can save it as your own adjustment. And as you're experimenting and trying to match it, you might go a little bit further a different way. It was just a start of a 10, you know, to get you started. So the color grading in here is really good now. They've added lots more features for it, especially in adjust. So have a look at features, see what you like, but focus on adjust and make your own unique bespoke look. That's all from me on colors for the Instagram Edits app, all within under 10 minutes. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments, and there'll be more to this series. There's lots more series. The link to the playlist is in the description, and this will be episode 14, so lots of videos to go through if you're interested in upskilling your videos and learning more about Instagram edits. Anyway, that's all from me. Until the next one, peace.